finally back with another video. Today I will be covering Spinosaurus versus Indom and hopefully settling the debate. If I'm being honest, both of them are frauds, and you will see why. Now let's get into the video. By the way, thanks Fox for the video idea. Starting with the Spinosaurus, his narrative isn't half bad. He was able to beat Bull in the movie. It was stated that Spinosaurus needed to beat Bull to become the apex of Site B. This could mean that Bull is above Buck, though this is the smallest Rex in the franchise, so it wouldn't make much sense. Size doesn't mean anything usually, but in a show that is more reality-focused, it will mean something. He is also meant to be a scavenger. So, yeah. Even though that statement is mid, there are still ways to get him above Buck with these two that I personally agree with, but you cannot get him any higher than Buck, as there is nothing getting him there. For example, Big Eatie. Big Eatie was stated multiple times to be stronger by the author, one saying he just backed down, and another saying he wasn't afraid of a jumping, but afraid of Big Eatie. So no, Little Eatie was a non-factor. Because of this, there is no possible way to get him higher. I heard there is a statement saying he is equal to the Indom, but that is just false with the amount of statements against it. He was also physically weaker than Bull, who again, is the smallest Rex in the franchise. So overall, he scales above Doe, Little Eatie, Bull, Buck, and anyone below them. Not too bad. Let's see if the Indom can compare. Starting with the Indom, she also has pretty good feats, but we really only have to go over her fight with Rexy and see if she fought a stronger Rex. Now we have to figure out how strong Rexy was at the time. As we know, Rexy had muscle atrophy. Muscle atrophy weakens you 2% every year. JW was open for 10 years, so Rexy was 20% weaker than her prime. That's 1/5 weaker. Rexy also had ragged tooth on top of that, was malnourished, and hadn't had a fight in a decade. We can clearly see the difference in size here. This just proves she was malnourished. She was also stated lighter than the Indom. Anyway, so being malnourished to this extent on top of that, and still throwing that opponent around is amazing. This statement also says that Rexy has a stronger bite, but this wouldn't be applied as she had muscle atrophy and ragged tooth. You would think Spino low diffs, which should be true, but Indom wins. Due to her having Therizinosaurus claws which were able to cut the Giganotosaurus which solos both of them, she has the AP advantage. She has better BIQ and skill. If I'm being honest, she will be pushing Spino around. Her being larger than Prime Rexy should upscales her above Buck, who could do that. Indom can react to raptors, so she is faster. Indom wins high diff. So what have we learned from this?
Both of them are frauds and giga victims.